Everybody, what's up? It's NihonTiger. How you doing? Welcome back to iRacing. It is the start of the 2018 season, and we're doing something that's probably unexpected in a vehicle that is very familiar to me. Maybe not so much you, and I know some of my iRacing compadres are wondering why I am in this car on this track doing this series, because there are better options for me to get practice in for the 24 Hours of Daytona and the Roar before the 24, which are coming up in January. More on that in a moment. But first, let's talk a little bit while we qualify here. A little bit about what we've got here. So the track obviously is Daytona. This is the modern, updated version of it that's on iRacing. Thank you for the shift down there. Okay. Get back onto the banking out of the infield section. And we're running this for two reasons. One, because it is Daytona. This is a slower car than what we're going to run, I think, for the 24 hours, which I am going to be running this year, I believe, on a team, unless things change. And there's the Roar before the 24, which is a 2-hour and 40-minute race. I may choose to live stream that. I'm still thinking about it at this time. Let's not go crazy. Bus stop there. Okay, we're good. But yeah, we are in the Grand Touring Cup, which is a cup. If you've watched Cohen's videos last season, he did the Mustang in this cup, which we're not racing. We're racing the Volkswagen Jetta instead. And for those of you that don't know, I am the happy owner of a Volkswagen Jetta. Have been for about 3 years now. I'll give you a flyer. Give you the best I can. But I really enjoy this car. It's not the best turn one. But this is the diesel version of it. I do not own this one because otherwise it would be sitting in a parking lot right now in Pontiac, Michigan, where the Silver Dome used to be. So get 2 laps here. We'll have to have a better second lap. Downshifts are really harsh on this car. There's the shift there. There. It's not going to be a great lap. It'll be good. It won't be great. It'll be at 217 if we keep this up. As long as that bar stays green, we're good. And I've run a low 217 as my fastest time in practice, just without any setup adjustments. So I can get into the 216s. My summer best was a 216.8, I think. Bus stop. That wasn't the best re-entry. Shift up to top gear. It's gonna be like a 217.4. Something we can improve on that. One more, baby. One more time around here at Daytona. And as we get through this corner, I'll talk a little bit more. Still wasn't great. But this is a multi-class series. So we're going to be racing up against the Pontiac Solstice and the Ford Mustang you saw earlier. I talked about earlier. I scrubbed a lot of time off there. Yeah, we're losing a lot of time at this point. You see my best there's a 2:16.9. On the backstretch here. Let's see if we can do a little better getting into the bus stop here. There you go. Much better. A little bit more time. So again, we're running in second here. There's only 2 cars. So there's only 2 guys running the Jetta. It's me and some other guy who's got the best I rating in the group. So I'm not expecting miracles. 2:17.084.
That's the checkered flag.
Could be better. Alright, well, that's that. So we're going to grid up here, and I think once we get back, we'll race a little bit. Maybe we'll talk a little bit while we have some of the long straights about what our plans are for the year, and see you around. Alright, so I took a look, and the guy who's got the #1 ranking is also the faster guy than me. He's running like a 2:10, so he's like 6-7 seconds faster than I am. I have zero clue, about racing that guy right in front of me. Right, so we're second best in our class right now. The other guy's significantly faster than me. He's also the #1 car in the split, so I don't anticipate beating him. There are quite a few slower other cars. So perhaps if we wanted the easy win, we should have gone with the Solstice, because the guy who's behind me didn't even run a qualifying lap. The other dude did. The other Jetta did. So that's disappointing. But we are at Daytona, and we're going to be seeing a lot of this track coming up because of the Roar before the 24, because of the 24 hours, and because we're going to be racing here in the Truck Series at some point later this season. And I hope that it goes okay, because I'm very nervous about restrictor plates. I've raced them in Carburetor Cup, which is kind of the predecessor to this. That's free and open to everybody. It's a kind of predecessor to the C-Class trucks. That's free and open to everybody, I should say. And it is a nightmare. There's a lot of rookies who don't know how to do the thing. So we're going to stay behind the 9 car up here. There's the Solstice. So I think this is a timed race. I believe it is.
Catch up, 9 car.
It's 20 minutes. It's not a long race, I know that much. Catch up to this guy. Oh, he's gonna swerve. Get out of the way. catch up to him. What happened to the other guy? He's coming. Okay. He's right. He's behind there. I guess we're in third. So this guy's gonna get a
Get ready, going green.
nice run. At the inside. I'm just gonna follow him.
Pace car's leaving.
We'll probably be last at some point here.
Green, green, green.
Okay, so we're in fourth. The start. And away we go. Slow shift at the start. The solstice is behind us. Those guys are taking off because they are in the Mustangs. They are a lot faster. And there goes our friend. He is gone. Oh, oh! Someone got turned. Oh!
You got a slow car on the left.
This guy got
Go to
turned.
the top.
We're in first. We're leading our class. Hooray! Because somebody can't drive, and he turned the class leader. I would say
Car on your right.
these guys by.
Keep to the left. Clear.
This guy's probably got a good setup. I don't have a setup on this car, so whatever setup he's got is really good.
Stay on the left.
He's got to draft off me too.
Stay on the left.
Here we go.
Still there. Clear on the right.
So he's carrying a lot more speed through the bus stop than I was. That's okay. We're just kind of trying to learn to drive this car in particular on this track. This car's faster than the Solstice. It's way slower than the Mustang, as it should be, but it's faster than the Solstice, which is really surprising. I did not expect that to be the case.
Car on the right. Car stops on the right.
Somebody
Go to the bottom.
spawn was that number 9 guy again. Yeah, this is our first race with this car. I don't expect to be a world beater at it yet. That guy's taken off too. So there's a couple of Mustangs here that are really slow, it looks like. You have to keep in mind they are going to be much faster than us on the bank section here, so I'm gonna let this dude by. He's got the okay.
Left side. Clear on the left.
I don't know if that was faster. It didn't feel faster. Could have been. Didn't feel particularly faster. At least I know I can take that in 5th. That's That's part of the feeling out process here. And keep in mind, part of the reason I'm doing this is, again, this is for fun for me. This is fun plus just practice getting laps around the track here in a much slower car. Well, I ran 2:16.06. Holy crap. That's my fastest lap ever. Missed the shift there. So if I carry a little more speed into the turns here, I might be able to pick up a little bit more time. I don't feel like I should be shifting down quite that far, going on that left-hander back toward the oval section there. Definitely still losing time to the really fast guy from Brazil in the other Jetta. But positive news, I feel like we're getting faster with each lap. I'm kind of learning the limits of where we can push this car on the track. Spin it. Got a 215 now. That's pretty good. A little off on the side there. Pushed a little too far. I think maybe if we keep it in higher gear, we'll be able to get to that sixth gear a lot faster, and that will increase our top speed as we go around the track. Yeah, this guy is really good with the Jetta. This guy is ridiculously good. He's beating Mustangs right now in a Jetta. I screwed that up. I braked a little too late on that. So I missed my turn in. This is going to be a slower lap for sure. I think that probably cost me about a second. Now I'm kind of wondering how this thing will go with a little bit more practice and a really good setup. To me, it feels a lot like my car. It feels a little bit understeery, under braking, and wants to push to the outside. That's a 215.6. Holy crap. That's even faster. There we go. We can go a little bit wider there. I have to hold it on the. Somebody went off, I think. Yeah, Mustang went off. Starting to see the leaders show up on the board. About 10 laps should probably be what we end up running here, so we're like halfway through the race. We're running 2-minute laps, and it's 20 minutes. Oh, that was an off. A little bit delayed off, but an off nonetheless. That's a bummer. We've had a clean race up until then. So I might need to brake just after the 2 if I want to turn in with that much speed. So that was just me carrying too much speed, and I went straight instead of going a little bit more inside like I wanted to. Go. So 2:15.1. This lap's going to be slower. Apex there. It's going to mess me up quite a bit. I wish I could see my splits. And I feel like I'm drifting slightly toward the outside of that corner too. So let's try braking a little sooner. Just after 2. And got it. Saved it. Little too much speed there. It's a combination probably of lack of grip. Tires are very likely starting to wear out, and probably just too much speed for the that section of the bus stop to actually carry it through. 23 seconds behind the other Jetta. If he runs into some problems, maybe we'll catch him. Doesn't look like it. I would guess that he is gone. Running 2:15s. I think we carried that apex a little too close. So probably lost some time there actually, even though we there too. It's probably not the best way to go about it. The car is sliding a little bit more for sure. It was a 2:15.8 though, on a lap where we nearly lost it. So, not terrible, not terrible. We're getting an idea of where the limits are for the Jetta and how we need to adjust our line
Car stopped on the left.
as we. Okay, there we go. Pass this guy on the outside now.
Left side. Clear.
He'll probably come around and pass us right about now. Yep, there he goes.
Right side.
He's got the
Stay on the left.
power runner, so if we can get behind him, maybe draft a little bit. Draft off his wake. Probably not. Probably not. Slow up there for a moment. Just make sure I didn't run him over.
Got a car on the left.
We're actually racing a freaking Mustang now. Nice. This guy's got a lot more power than us on the straights, but it looks like he's having some trouble with this cornering. 2:15.2. Like I said, I'd love to see what my optimum time is right now. Because I bet it's pretty good. Yeah, I think he's losing traction in the corners. This is where he'll catch us, simply because he's got that V8 power under his engine. He's gonna pull us back. I just hope he doesn't do it before the bus stop. I don't want to go too wide in the bus stop with him on my tail.
Got a car on the left. Clear.
And balls it up. Gonna have to cut some time off that, buddy. Because you cut the course. And he's quit. He has given up on this. So let's go down into the tri-oval. Looks like there's a good race going on for first. Should consider trying to stay in fourth on that corner next lap. Car is loosening up as tires are wearing. We're at 217 on that one. definitely use a good setup. I feel like that would be super beneficial to us in the long run if we're going to keep running the Jettas. It's learning how to set this car up for races. Slight tap of the brake there just to get the rear end loose. It's actually helping out. Just want to get that rear end loose because it's pushing and giving me a little bit of understeer, wanting to push toward the outside of the end of the bus stop there. So just a tiny tap of the brake seems to be loosening it up just enough for me to make that turn in. Keep it fourth. Let's see if that does anything. 2:15.0. That's pretty good. Somebody has spinsies. Is now only 5 seconds behind me. Hear those tires squealing a lot more. They are angry. It's also kind of pushing us toward the outside of that corner. So if we're running a 2:15.0 on these used tires, just imagine what we could run on fresh rubber. I bet we could do a whole lot better than 2:15. That was good. I don't know if I would say it was ideal. It was good enough. So I am gonna let, if the leaders do catch me here, I am gonna let them pass because this is not my fight. I don't want to be involved in their dispute over track property. So that doesn't really seem to do too much. Like the Solstice is getting lapped by everybody. Much better. Just checking how we're... Okay, I guess we're good on fuel because we're not getting a fuel light. At this point, if I have to stop, it's fine. I'll stop. We'll get some pit stop practice. That That diesel engine rev up, baby. So they're gonna catch me soon. Catching me about 6-7 seconds a lap. White flag, okay. So I definitely need to stay out of these guys' way when they come marching in. Oh, this is not good. Oh wait, pace car just came out. Is that checkered flag? Oh. I'm on my last lap. Unless the guy who was in front of me died. Either way, nice, steady, smooth drive there. Got ourselves down to a 2:14.8. That's pretty good for where we were at the start of this. We were running 2:16, 2:17 at the start of the race, and we're down to 2:14.8 now. So we've peeled off about 2 seconds during the race just by learning the track and learning the lines. This bus stop so we carry our momentum, accelerate right back out to turn 3. It's very good to practice this track in a slower car, so that way when we're doing it in the prototype or the GTE, that we are able to do this at a much faster rate. And there we go. Here's the checkered flag.
That's the checkered flag.
Thank you.
Great job, driver.
Thank you very much, Mr. Spotterman. Whew, okay. Well, that was a race. Definitely got better as we went on there. A little slow on that last lap, but that's fine. Had a couple screw-ups. Still, I think that was a good little session there to kind of get some practice in, especially with the Jetta. I love this car. It feels very natural to me because of the fact that I drive one of these every day. So it does have that push, that an oversteery understeery push. I think I want to say. Wait, no. Yeah, it's understeer, right? Where understeer is push and oversteer is loose. But either way, it feels fairly similar to my everyday car, which is why I picked this one in the first place. I don't know. Maybe we'll keep racing these. It's worth a shot. So thanks for watching. I will hopefully be back with some more Jetta racing in the future. Until then, take care. Hope we can find a couple of guys around us pace-wise. It would be nice to actually race somebody at our speed. You know,